Welcome back to an ASMR. I have been busy for a while. My schedule's finally freed up for once, so I hope y'all enjoy the wait. I hope y'all didn't mind the wait. I just got up and finished eating, so I am all ready to do an ASMR. Now, we'll be continuing the My Hero Academia one. Note, My Hero Academia is, I do not claim My Hero Academia as my own, nor do I claim the rights of it. I'm just doing a fan fiction for it, and I hope y'all all will enjoy. Last time, A&Y was about to face all of 1A and 1B class. She was to fight on her own for the teachers to see what she can do. For this, the teachers had some prepared. She was to fight in a certain city. This city will provide equal grounding for both her and the students. The students have more advantage because they've actually been in this city for a while. But what they don't know is what A&Y's true potential is. Let's see how the story will go. A&Y was running through the city, getting as far as she could, but also planting tags alongside each walls. The city itself was almost an exact copy of her hometown, but that also meant that Izuku Midoriya and Baku Katsuki had the advantage too, as they grew up with her. However, they don't know her abilities as well as they think they do. Deku may have taken notes on her abilities beforehand, but he hasn't seen what she can do now. A&Y places the tags around, and once they hear a bell starts, it begins. A&Y gets out a cube and starts moving it. The city itself starts moving as well. All the students are in shock, as they have never met anyone who can be able to do this. In reality, she was just doing an illusion with tags and water, making it seem like the city is moving. In reality, she just using the reflection of the water to shift it around. She then stops and all the students run in. Now, on their tippy toes, as they don't know what exactly to expect from A&Y. A&Y takes out the weaker ones and the ones with most range out first. Almost all of 1B class is taken out, as she knows they're not as much of a threat as Class 1A, as they have experience with villains, and know not to let their guard down. The only ones she couldn't take down were one who hid in the shadows, a mushroom girl, one who can expand their arms, or rather make their hands big, and one who had a clock on him and looked like a fancy folk. They didn't know what to think of this one, but they had the feeling of punching him for some reason. And was able to take out a few of Class 1A, mainly Mineta, taken out with just a single punch. Juro, who she had to encapsulate inside ice. And Froggy, who she just cooled down the area to make her go into hibernation. A&Y then quickly moved on to the next targets. She'd taken out a few of Class 1A one by one. She mainly got them all alone. All that was left was Uraraka, Baku Katsuki, Deku, Todoroki, and the one that they like to call the Shaki, and Tennaida, for they could barely get him alone with at all. The rest of the students grew up together and think of a plan. Mushroom Girl decides to use her trump card. However, before this, they decide to have her go alone, but have Ida with her. That way she wouldn't be alone and she wouldn't get picked off. So, Ida was questioning exactly what to do. Are you sure this will work? Yes, I'm sure. Now let me be. I need to concentrate to make sure this doesn't hurt you when you run off. Okay, I do have a question. How's it you were able to not hurt your classes before? We saw you use it before, and I do have to say, that was a tricky move. Yeah, but I had to. We were about to lose. I can understand that, but to use that is very dangerous, especially if there are still civilians in the area. You should say that to use only when you are completely sure you're alone. I know. Why do you think I barely use it? Suddenly, flames shoot out of four corners, blocking off Mushroom Girl's ability, burning mushrooms as well. Yeah, I read about you, ANY said. I'm not gonna let you use that ability on me. Since neither of you can get out of this, I'm just gonna leave y'all here. Oh, Nita, don't even try to run through the flames. They'll melt through your armor. Plus, I put you on a cube made of earth, so you won't be able to break through it either without getting burned. ANY then left the two inside the cube. ANY had plenty of plans on how to deal with Mushroom Girl's final attack, but she needed preparation, as did Mushroom Girl as well. The only problem was her preparations weren't ready yet, and she needed Mushroom Girl alone to do it. ANY then focused down on the rest of the students, but she noticed one was missing. Surprise, newbie! Suddenly, the copy or kid showed up out of nowhere behind them. They were able to grab on them, but unfortunately, before they could even use their quirk against them, ANY punched them around the chin, knocking them out instantly. Yeah, I've read about you. The good thing I couldn't let you copy my quirk. ANY then shows on her arm that there's rock on it. Even if it was so small that it was preventing anything from hitting them or even touching them. ANY then moved on with the rest of the students. She got the two girls that were left out of commission, as all she had to do for Uraraka was launch her in the air so that way she could get air sickness, but made sure that she landed safely. As for the other girl, she just basically put too much pressure on her, making her fall unconscious. All that were left were the big three: Izuku Midoriya, Bakugo Katsuki, and Todoroki. ANY could easily take out Todoroki, as all they would need to do was control their fire or ice, or rather turn their ice into water. But they were concerned, as they didn't know what Deku could do. They knew what Baku could probably do, but Deku was a bit new. ANY didn't read much into Izuku Midoriya or Baku's files since they knew them so well. But was concerned because she saw that in it, Deku had a quirk, only known as Super. She questioned as she saw what happened before and didn't know what to think. She stepped They stepped out and looked at them. They were ready to fight. Todoroki immediately launched his fire and ice attack, making a huge explosion. However, it was quickly blocked by a bit of earth. ANY then knocked out Todoroki and encapsulated him with earth, making it impossible for him to move. Well, boys, just us. Remember we played tag in the park? Baku and Deku were both immediately frozen. They knew they were scared of ANY before because of how powerful and strong they were. But they've gotten stronger since then. Immediately, both of them launched forward and went to attack. ANY was able to block most of Deku's attacks and Bakugo's, but not all. I guess it's time I stop holding back. Suddenly, an air pressure launched both Deku and Bakugo back. Are y'all ready? With a breath, ANY lifted up both fire, earth, water, and air and fused into one. They then launched it at the two of them. Deku was able to break the earth, and Bakugo was able to launch away the fire and wind. The water was able to cool them down, but unfortunately rinsed off Bakugo's sweat. That's you down, Bakugo. ANY then punched Bakugo in the gut, knocking him out, using their earth attack to speed him up. Deku, just stop. Wherever we're kids, we always be able to beat you. Deku then launched right past ANY with Black Whip. ANY was curious about it, as they didn't know about that. ANY then quickly gathered up as much water in the air as they could and grabbed Deku. They pulled him down and caught him with earth. Well, Deku, you have a lot of explaining to do. And with that, ANY's entrance exams were over, and they passed with flying colors.